It's Friday. It's Friday. Got to get down on Friday with Pete and Steve on Daily Dingers. Steve, what's up, man?
You really caught me off guard by quoting Rebecca Black
Rebecca
just now.
Black.
You you literally just took me by complete surprise, and I like it. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. I actually um have been my outfit today is sponsored by Parlay Friday. So I don't know if anybody can see this.
Big risk energy.
Hashtag
That's it.
Parlay
Parlay
Friday.
Friday. That's right,
Now I
baby.
have I have BD energy as well, but I just like the BRE as well. So I'm rocking with that today.
I love it. I love it. The Parlay Friday shirt, because it's Friday, right? It's
It
Friday.
is
Parlay Friday. I mean, and we're giving away T-shirts today too on Parlay Friday.
giving away T-shirts on Parlay Friday. You can get something sweet like this. Big risk energy. If you know what that means, got to be cool.
It's parlayfriday.com, baby.
People on TikTok love it. Some guy said pause.
The best comments come through on TikTok. They're not always the nicest.
Absolutely, Steve. Yesterday was the Field of Dreams game. Okay.
Yes, it was.
So don't care too much about, well, I don't want to say I don't care too much about the game, but am I alone here when I say that the Field of Dreams, the movie, overrated? I don't even think it's a good movie, let alone a good baseball movie, because it's not really about baseball. It's kind of centered around it, but it's more so about relationships. But I don't care for the movie Field of Dreams. Am I wrong?
All right. I don't know if you're wrong. I mean, it's just a little bit emotional. It's emotional, and I
Yeah,
get it. I don't consider it. I don't think it's in my top 5.
it's not my top five at all. No.
Baseball, I'm talking. Like
Yeah,
baseball
sure.
movies. I don't think it's in my top 5
No.
because I think baseball is better. This is the thing. I think baseball is better when it's funny.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of
Prove
the
me
year.
wrong. Rookie of the Year is a way better baseball movie than Field of Dreams.
You know what I think is the best.
Prove me wrong.
You know what I think is the best baseball movie?
Moneyball.
No. In
A
terms
League
of
of Their Own.
no, no, that's pretty good though. In terms of, this is an underrated movie. It flies under the radar. This movie, because it's
Can
the
I guess?
best. You could guess.
Keep going.
I'm gonna give you a hint. In my opinion, it is the best quality of play by the actors.
Oh, well, it's definitely not my guess, because I was going to say Fever Pitch.
No, although that is one of my favorites.
That's an
But
underrated baseball movie.
it's very under. Actually, my wife's huge Jimmy Fallon fan. We just watched that. We watched. I've seen it like 10 times. Me and one of my best friends. Me and my best friend used to run around to each other, just yelling, "Call Yastrzemski, call Yastrzemski,"
Yeah.
like just that.
He's
Just
got
like,
the Buckner tape.
yeah.
I
Oh my
told
god,
you to hide it.
dude, I love the when they show up in the seats and like, Al Waterman, have a sponge, like
Yeah, the
all the time.
sponge, young man.
Just unbelievable movie. Unbelievable movie. Me and my wife, I just showed it to her for the first time because she's a huge Jimmy Fallon fan. I was like, this movie is unbelievable. And we went, it was after we went to Boston for my birthday. I was like, you got to understand, like, this is great. But I will say this, best quality of play, underrated, Little Big League.
Little Big League, yes, with the little child managing Major League Baseball team. Oh, Trouble with the Curve coming in. If you saw that one with Clint Eastwood, Justin
did see that.
Timberlake, not bad. Everyone loves Clint Eastwood.
Who's that? It was that Amy Adams?
Yeah, I believe it was Amy Adams. And Clint Eastwood was like, I can hear it. The bat hit the ball, if it was good or not. Sandlot before Field of Dreams.
I mean,
Trouble with the
Sandlot
Curve.
definitely. I mean, what about the major leagues, dude?
Yeah, Major Leagues is up there.
Major leagues up there. I feel like I'm forgetting one.
A League of Their Own.
League of Their Own's good. What was the other one?
Moneyball.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham quality. Yes.
Bull Durham's
Susan
fantastic.
Sarandon.
Man, I feel like I'm missing a movie here.
Jeter's documentary that just came out. I have to say, Angels in the
I have
Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield. That's the one I was
Great
forgetting.
call. Angels in
I
the
have
Outfield.
I have a hot take on the Jeter doc. Hot take on the Jeter doc.
I saved I have like all 7 episodes I need to watch. I'm gonna watch them in continuation, so I still haven't watched it yet.
Here's my take. I know it's not gonna ruin anything for you.
No spoilers. Don't tell me how many championships he wins.
It is the biggest batch of propaganda that I've ever seen in my entire life.
In terms of what, just like jerking off Jeter?
Like he tried to say that like the media didn't treat him right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, shut your mouth. The media loved you. The media loved you. You got janked off the entire time you were in New York.
Yeah.
And if you weren't the shortstop for the Yankees, you're Barry Larkin, just a
Tread
worse
lightly
defender.
there, Steve. Tread lightly.
You're Barry Larkin, just a worse defender if you weren't on the Yankees.
I won't accept Derek Jeter slander. I won't do it. I can't. I won't do it. I love Derek Jeter.
Look, he's a Hall of Famer. I understand that. 3,000 hits. But he is the most overrated player in the history of baseball.
I just have to disagree with that.
I know you. I know you do.
Is Derek Jeter the most overrated baseball player? Steve says yes. I say no. You know what I just don't like, Steve? I don't like when not children, but people that are like in their 20, 22, 23, and they tell me that. Because I'm like,
because they've never seen him play.
Listen, motherfucker, you've never seen him play, okay? You didn't watch what he did. You didn't see him in World Series, playoff games. You didn't watch him growing up. So I don't really hear what you have to say about it because you haven't seen him. It's like if, you're having a discussion with your grandfather about Hank Aaron or something. You're like, well, his statistics don't say. And he's like, shut up. Okay, I watched Hank Aaron live.
Listen, I grew up watching Derek Jeter because of being in New York. They just jammed it down your throat. But
dude, goat.
He wasn't even the best shortstop in his division when he first came up, man.
Dude's the GOAT.
Like Nomar.
Jeter's like the baseball version of Kobe. Dude was a stud and competitive as fuck. Absolutely.
No, he's not. No. Kobe was a way better basketball player than Jeter was a baseball player.
I think it's debatable.
That is not debatable. Kobe that's not even debatable.
It's 100% debatable.
That is not debatable. I don't think you could judge baseball players based on championships.
Okay, well, I think you also have to judge. If you're not going to base it just on championships, you have to base it off leadership, the market that he played in, the teams that he played on, who was playing with him. And
right, the teams that he played on. He played on stacked teams.
Stacked. Very stacked team. And he was the shortstop for 2 decades and also the face of baseball. Any baseball game that you bought before 2005, before Manuel Ramirez hit the cover or whatever, Derek Jeter, face of baseball for almost 20 years. You can't say that he was not the face of baseball.
I'm not arguing that.
Right.
But if he wasn't in pinstripes, he wouldn't have been the face of baseball.
Maybe. I guess we'll never know.
Yankees sell.
The Yankees.
Also, Chase, I don't know if you tuned in late. We did bring up Rookie of the Year for baseball movies. That was the first one Peter said. Henry Rowan Gardner. Like, is this
obviously
just unbelievable? I love the sound effects. When his arm was like,
yeah,
And I love the huge guy on the Mets, Hito.
Yeah,
Hito. The sawdust is coming off the bat. Actually, I don't want to ruin this for anybody, but towards the end at the end of the movie, when he's doing the floater, and Hito rips it foul down the line.
I know what you're about to say.
When they cut, you could see a hand on the bottom throw the ball up.
Throw the ball up, right? How bad that editing is.
But it made it that you know how many producers that passed through and made it to the final cut? That's unreal. Unless they only had one take of it.
Right. But would you can't, because that ball that he hit foul, it goes into the night sky and they're all like, oh no. And yeah, that little hand just lofts the ball up.
Yep.
Keep an eye for that. It's a continuity error. So keep an eye on that. The best baseball movie is The Sandlot. I think we can agree.
I mean, that's a fantastic movie. What do you want?
Man, homie got turned about Jeter. I love Derek Jeter. True story. All right, we're getting into our picks, guys. So this is obviously today's best MLB bets. Steve, I'm going to start it off with the fathers, the Fajas. Padres -1.5, get that at -150. The Padres, in their last 5 wins, they've all won, or I'm sorry, in their last 5 wins, they've won 4 of those games by 2 runs or more. So when they're winning by multiple runs. Padres rank 9th in OPS and 3rd in runs scored in the past 2 weeks. So if you're paying attention, that's pretty good. Oh, someone else has Padres and Dodgers -1.5 as well. Good call. So yeah, like I said, they're hitting OPS 9th, 3rd in runs scored. Nationals ranked 15th in OPS and 23rd in runs scored in the past 2 weeks. So bottom half versus top half. We got Corey Abbott on the bump for the Nats. Pitched 1 inning in June, 3 innings in July, and 8 innings in August. So
not good.
Not good. You're not getting a lot of experience there, buddy. Don't know how long he's going to last in this game against the Padres lineup. Then they're going to turn to a bullpen in the Nationals, who are bottom 7 in ERA. So not a very good recipe. You'll get 7 innings from Clevinger, maybe 2 runs, and that'll be good enough for this to cover. Simple enough.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking to put that in a parlay. For Parlay Friday. I stayed away because like part of me is like, what happens if like Juan Soto comes back to Washington and the Nats win? But I don't think it's going to happen. They stink. So
not today.
No, not today. Not at all. I mean, you see the guy pitching, man. That's not good.
Corey Abbott.
Terrible.
Yes, we do have some overs. So stay tuned. We're going to hit some overs here coming up. Steve's first pick. Yeah.
I'm going to start with the Cardinals. First 5, -0.5, -115. So let's do some stuff here. Yeah. Last 2 weeks, Cardinals, 3rd in the MLB in OPS, 4th in runs scored. 6th best OPS on the season against left-handed pitching. They get Eric Lauer of the Beer Makers tonight. They faced Lauer twice this season. Most recently in June, they scored 5 runs in 6 innings, hit 2 homers off of them. Brew Crew are 17th in runs scored over the last 2 weeks, even though they're 5th in OPS, and they don't really hit lefties that well. Jordan Montgomery is on the bump for the Cardinals today. I think both starters are kind of even, but I think the Cardinals lineup is just so I want the better offense here. Run line first 5. And let me do some education. I'm going with the run line instead of the money line because A, the run line is only -115. B, the money line for the first 5 is -140, and the full game money line is -160. So we're talking about getting value out of this. This is where I'm getting the value. -115, first 5 run line.
Got to get it early and get it often. That first 5, like you said, that lineup pitching kind of, you could say, pretty even, but you're going with that offense with the Cardinals in the first 5.
I just think the Cardinals offense is just better all around than the Brewers.
How about this? Steve, I was looking at stats for who scores the most runs in the first 5 innings. So let's see. If you had to guess, where do you think St. Louis lands in regards to teams scoring the most in the first 5 innings?
Are you going to tell me that they're in the top 5, or are you going to tell me that they're last in baseball?
No, they're top 6.
Top 6
in baseball. So over the season, they are scoring 2.7 runs over the first 5 innings. In their last 3 games, they're averaging 3.3 runs in the first 5 innings. So that looks pretty good for you. I like it.
There you go. I like it. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm starting. This is the point in the season where we do things like bet the good teams that are still in it against the teams that got depleted at the deadline, like with the Padres and the Nats. And you ride the teams that are hot. Like Cardinals now, they could taste blood, baby. They got the lead in the division. They're going to keep this going. They could distance themselves from the Brewers this weekend. They sweep them. They're up 4 games. They build a little breathing room. I think the Cardinals are moving in I think it's just 2 teams going in a different direction because I think the Cardinals are trending up and the Brewers are trending down, and I love this one today.
Also, I really like that we have divisional matchups as well. Phillies and Mets today too.
Yes. Tomorrow, great one. Nola DeGrom.
Yeah, Scherzer's tonight.
Scherzer tonight. It's Scherzer against Ranger Suarez tonight, but tomorrow, DeGrom and Nola.
Yeah. So look for those divisional matchups. They're going to be, I think those divisional matchups are going to be a lot tighter. As far as runs scored, might like some unders in that, especially for tomorrow in that matchup. But we're going to move to the next game here, Steve. Me and you both have a play in this game, and that is in the Yankees Red Sox, another divisional game.
I was just going to say another divisional game. Perfect.
Right? Divisional game. We got, well, let me see this. Cardinals over 2.5 runs. First 5 got some good value if they're putting up 3+ as of late. Exactly. Yes, that was our rationale on that. So yeah, I got this Yankees first 5 over 2.5. That's at +110. So we got plus money today. Yankees first 5 over 2.5 runs for the reasons that Yankees ranked second most runs scored in the first 5 innings. So remember that stat I gave you? I said, who was 6th? Who did we just talk about? The Cardinals were 6th. Yankees are 2nd. So Yankees, the only one above them is going to be the Dodgers. So the Yankees second most runs scored in the first 5 innings, almost 3 runs. So that would hit right there. They rank 7th in most runs scored over the past 2 weeks. So again, hitting very well. They're going against Nate Eovaldi tonight. Eovaldi's last outing against the Yankees, July 15th. Not that long ago, 4 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. So that's our over right there. He had a terrible July, by the way. I don't know if you're watching Nate Eovaldi last month, 11.08 ERA. His expected ERA is higher than his current ERA. So I know we don't look too much into expected ERA, but those things kind of trending to tell you that it's probably going to be even higher than it normally would be. Yankees had the day off yesterday, so they're rested. Red Sox did not. Give me Yankees first 5 over 2.5 runs. Just start hitting.
I love it.
Off a rest day? Come on.
This is great. Also, these are like softball games in Fenway all the time with these two teams. Yeah. I'm going to go to mine because I have another Nate Eovaldi stat that's going to blow your mind, and you're going to love it even more with your pick. So I'm doing first 5 over 4.5 -124. Fenway has not been kind to Nate Eovaldi this year. He has a 6.81 ERA at home this year.
That's rough.
And let me give you some Yankees lineup stats against him. Judge is hitting 346 and 26 at-bats. LeMahieu's hitting 357 and 42 at-bats. Rizzo, 512 at-bats. Higashioka's 3 for 7 against them. If Stanton was in the lineup, Stanton owns him. It would be even more ridiculous. Donaldson's got 2 home runs off of him. The Yankees could hit this number by themselves. On the other side, you got Domingo Germán. First 2 starts, not very good. Second 2 starts, decent. But like I said, Red Sox, they play better at home. There are runs scored in Fenway. I don't think either starter is very good. I think both offenses are going to show up. This is going to be one of those 4.5-hour, 13-10 games. First 5 over 4.5. Lock it in. Yankees can hit this by themselves today. So here we go.
Steve, I think you listed off 4 to 5 guys who are hitting over 350 against Eovaldi. Does that sound about right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
It sounds about right.
So take that for what it's worth, Nathan Eovaldi. Your picks, we're going through them right now. LA Braves Yankees parlay. So Dodgers,
also, let me add.
Go ahead.
Let me add Cardinals first 5 -1/2 and Yankees Red Sox first 5 over here. If you put those together, that's my Jimmy 2 times parlay from Parlay Friday. It's like plus 280. So if you like to smack them together, you could do that. If not, you could take them separately. But
plus 280. That's a nice parlay right there.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
Twins Angels. Was that
Oh, I got a pick in that
Twins
game.
Angels. Lucas. That's my next pick actually. So
go ahead, do it for me.
Thank you for mentioning that. Twins Angels. I'm going in that game. I play there.
Ooh,
over 6.5 strikeouts. Male over 6.5 strikeouts for the Twins against the Angels. Why? Shout out Keenan. Angels are striking out the most in baseball. Nobody strikes out more in baseball than the Angels. 6.6, 9.6 Ks per game. Last game, they struck out 11 times. Male hits this over against the Diamondbacks, the Giants, and the Orioles, who are very similar to the Angels in regards to strikeouts. Again, nobody's striking out more than the Angels, but in that bottom third, Diamondbacks, Giants, Orioles, they're kind of in that same area. Male has hit that against those teams, so I'm looking for the same kind of outing from him. Also, Angels 21st in OPS, 9th in Ks over the past 2 weeks. So I know this is at 6.5, but give me Tyler Mahle over 6.5 strikeouts minus 130.
I love
This
it.
guy likes Angels team total over. I don't know what that's at.
I don't know
but
what you're
I don't
seeing.
like
I
it.
don't know what you're seeing there,
Yeah.
unless it's 1.5. I don't know like what you're seeing there.
Yeah. Who?
I have a pick in this game too, just not right now. I can't give it away here,
Oh,
but it's in my Substack. If you sign up for my Substack, there's a play in this game. That's all I'll say.
Steve, someone asked about that plus 280 parlay. What was that again?
That's my first 2 picks: Yankees, Red Sox first 5 over, and Cardinals first 5 minus a half.
So that is Cardinals first 5 over a half.
No, the run line. Cardinals first 5 minus the half,
run line.
and then Yankees, Red Sox first 5 over.
Yankees, Red Sox first 5 over. That is that plus 280 parlay.
It might have moved a little bit because when I got it, the Yankees and Red Sox one was at plus money, but it's still going to be like plus. If anything, it's going to be plus 200, if the worst.
Really starting to like the Orioles. Seems like they're getting hot. Oh my God! Talking about surprising teams this season or who have like had a huge resurgence. Orioles.
Do you remember when everyone was like, "Oh my God, they traded Mancini. What are they doing?" And they just keep winning games. It's unbelievable. Should I go to my last pick?
Yes. Mets game could nerfy. We don't do too much on nerfies, but obviously with Scherzer.
I don't do nerfies.
Yeah, I'm not too big into them. Obviously, if you're looking for like a quick surge of energy or adrenaline, that's good. But obviously, with Scherzer on the mound, you're pretty much just looking for 3 outs. You don't even have to really factor in 6, which is good. So that's a decent look there in that Mets game. Steve,
that's gonna be a heavy nerfy play by everybody tonight. You're not even gonna get value on that. Here's my final pick: Christian Walker 2+ total bases tonight, minus 130. So he's to me, Christian Walker is definitely an underrated power hitter. That's probably because he only hits like 215, but he's got 26 home runs this season. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, over his last 24 at bats, he's hitting 375 and he's slugging 583. Pretty good. Now we're going to get into his numbers against Rocky starter Antonio Senzatella. 25 career at bats. He's hitting 520, so 13 for 25 with 2 home runs. That is absurd on every single level. And this game's in Coors Field tonight. 2+ total bases at minus 130 is just absurd. So I'm taking it. That's what we're doing. I'm taking Christian Walker 2+ total bases minus 130. He'll probably hit a home run in his first at bat. Like, he owns this guy.
I'm seeing if I can see the total in this game. Did you get a total?
The total for the game? Full game total? It was only, I think it was at 11.5 this morning. It might have moved to 12. 12's getting high.
At 12.5.
12.5. It's getting high for me. It's only getting a little high for me here because the Rockies, for some reason, don't hit right-handed pitching, and I don't know why. So it's getting a little high for me. But Senzatella is probably going to get lit up, even though the D-backs aren't like world beaters, but they do have good numbers against them. I'd look for the first 5 over in that more than I'd look at the full game over, even though the Rockies' bullpen is trash. The Rockies don't hit right-handed pitching. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, that's a high total. So, that's a good play on your part because obviously there's going to be runs scored. Some comments here. Last time Schwarber saw Max Scherzer, he had 2 home runs.
He might be injured.
Juan Soto goes yard against the Nationals in Washington. Wow.
Schwarber is injured. He left the game last night.
Yeah, he had a hamstring injury or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with him. Mild. Day-to-day.
Day-to-day.
Rob Thompson calls it mild. Status for the weekend is in question.
My favorite kind of queso, mild.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, those are today's picks. Guys, we'll go ahead and recap real quick for everyone that's listening. We're going to recap the picks right now. I have Padres minus 1.5 at minus 150. Yankees first 5 over 2.5 runs plus 110. Tyler Mahle over 6.5 strikeouts minus 130. Steve likes Cardinals first 5 run line minus that half a run at minus 115. Yankees Red Sox first 5 over 4.5 minus 124. And Christian Walker 2+ total bases minus 130 at Coors against Senzatella, who's got great numbers, and that over under is 12.5 runs. So
there you go.
That's everything.
There you go.
Those are the picks. We just recapped.
And tell the
them.
TikTokers to follow Stevie Locke so that I can go live with you on TikTok.
TikTok, follow Stevie Locke's co-host so we can do this live. So you can see him, you can see me, and that way you don't have to jump over to Twitter or YouTube to watch this whole thing. So
I mean,
Stevie Locke's.
Stevie Locke. I have a face for radio, but still, I mean, you know,
same thing. Body by Cheez-It, you know? Rockies game goes under. Yeah, that's at 12.5 right now. That's a very high number,
it's
even
high,
for
man.
Do you like preseason plays? You talk about football? Not so much.
Yeah, I got a couple preseason football plays.
Who do you like to homer in the Rockies game? I think it would have to be Christian Walker, right? That's what we were just talking about.
He'd be my guy. But
that would be Christian Walker.
But also, you know who's a good one? Who's got some good juice? Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Yeah, I like him too. And I actually like Brendan Rodgers, but that's just like he's hot type of thing.
He's so hot right now.
So hot right now.
All right, Steve.
Well, have a great weekend, sir.
Friday. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. We had I think I'm even on the week so far leading into today.
I'm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Down a little bit. I got the White Sox have killed me this week.
Bro, and you tweeted, you're like, they're on the ban list. What did I do? I put them in a parlay with the Astros yesterday. Why?
Yeah. They are on the no bet list. They are banned.
After seeing what you said, I was like, oh, and I saw people saying like, oh, -1.5 for the White Sox. And I was like, oh, I'll just throw them in a parlay with the Astros. And that fucked me.
They can't be trusted. You know how they screwed me yesterday?
How?
I had the under 8 in that game. It's 5-2 going into the 9th. They hit a meaningless home run, the White Sox, to lose 5-3.
Andrew Vaughn, right?
And push.
Andrew Vaughn.
Yeah. And push. They're done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out on them. I'm finished. Goodbye.
Ban list for sure. White Sox on the ban list. Made a 4 parlay home run. Jeez, Riley, Soto, Vlad, Alonso. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Me and Steve will be back next week. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. You can watch it on Twitter, on Sheffield Shuffler, on Playmaker Betting. You can see us on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Follow Steve Armato and Stevie Locks on TikTok. So, yeah, we can do this on TikTok.
Let's do it.
Have a great weekend, Steve.
Great weekend. Have a great weekend.